Catalina Morgan 45 center cockpit, totally set up and ready to go sailing around the world. So good morning guys.
Hi.
Looking forward to see Aura in more details.
Yeah, looking forward to show you. Hi, I'm Craig,
I'm Karen.
and we're from New Zealand. This is our boat, which could be your boat. This is Aura. We bought Aura in 2019. She had just come across the Pacific, and we picked her up off the previous owner. We've done a lot of work on her and tidied her up, and we'll show you along the way. But this is her, and looking forward to show you.
Yeah, she's a really good boat.
Yeah, she does look very strong and center
And safe,
cockpit.
and yeah, absolutely, really comfortable.
Yeah. So that's the Catalina Morgan 45. That's correct?
That's right. Yep.
Yeah. So with center cockpit, that gives you heaps of space.
Yeah, absolutely, and doesn't matter how big the sea is, you always feel safe in there.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're very popular boats for cruises, that's for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, she looks beautiful. All right, let's step aboard. All right, so let's start at the front. So I noticed already that this is not your standard Catalina setup, so
No.
that's super sturdy.
Yeah, it's built to be strong.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any way you'd ever pull that off. That's really, really strong here. Really strong chain plates for the Genoa as well. We put that anchor on. That's a Rockner 33 kilos.
Yeah.
So that's oversized, but
Yes, absolutely.
I like to sleep at night, so
Yeah.
we did that. It's got 100 meters of chain, and that was new in 2017. We run 2 snubbers just for security, but nice and strong. Nice seat up the front to watch dolphins.
Yes,
Yeah, strong is good.
absolutely. Well, that's a cruising yacht. It's not a marina boat.
Yeah.
Right, so it's a cutter. So you've got a jib
Well,
and
it's a
Genoa.
sloop, but yeah, cut a rig, I guess. New Genoa in 2020, so that's
Okay.
brand spanking from Zoom Sales.
Oh yes.
We put the new profile furler on for the new staysail, so again, this is 2020, brand new, and really handy. About 18 knots. Once we've reefed the Genoa, we'll pull the
Use the
staysail out. Just provides good steadying. So.
And when was the rigging replaced?
2017 for the bulk of it, and this
Right.
one, this forestay here, was 2020.
Okay.
So from 2017, all the rigs been replaced.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I see you've got a lot of solar panels.
Yeah, we do have a lot of solar panels. This was on it when we bought it, and some others, and we replaced them. But so we've got some flexible 85 watt on the top. These are all sun powered.
Yes.
And then at the back we've got a 340 watt. So we've got 740 watts of solar.
Wow, you can run a whole village.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hard top.
Perfect.
Hard top Dodger.
Yes. So that was retrofitted. Obviously, that's a really good job.
Yeah, it's really tidy. Yeah, absolutely. And waterproof.
Yes.
Yep. And in 2020 we put the hard top bimini on. So
Oh,
it's,
yes.
It's laminated plywood fiberglass on top.
Yeah. And
and-
the side clears
And side clears here.
and shades. Yeah. Well done.
That's so good.
So it can be pouring with rain and you're nice and dry.
Yeah.
Which keep warm
You've
and safe.
done a really great job with that.
Thank you.
I remember the boat before it, and this actually looks really good.
Yeah, and
Right.
it's really functional, and the aluminium frame didn't add much weight, but really good strength.
Yes.
And it's quite good to lean against there and have a gin and tonic. Or red wine.
Yeah, it's nice also to have plenty of places to grab as well when you're at sea.
Yeah, lots of handholds. Lots of handholds.
Yeah. And we've got a big storage Lazarus here.
Yeah, so we put 2 big storage boxes on. We like to have a lot of toys, so with
Yes.
diving gear and snorkeling gear, and I guess if you're into kite surfing, you could do that too. But really handy storage. Yeah.
And then the arch and davits.
Yeah, so the arch and davits were put on in 2017.
Yeah.
We use this occasionally for the dinghy, but we got a brand new dinghy in 2020.
That one there.
That one there.
That's
And
aluminium base, isn't it?
Yeah, so aluminium based Southern Pacific.
Oh yes,
3.1.
I have the same one. Yeah, it's a great dinghies.
And a 15 horse outboard. And when it's at the back here, I can't see out the back, and it feels less
Oh,
secure. So I do
okay.
overboard with safety. So
Okay.
we plop that on the forward deck.
Right. Yeah. So
But
it
it will
fits there
lift up here and
nicely.
it's fine. Yeah. We usually use those blue ropes there for pulling up big fish.
Oh really?
Oh yeah.
Wow. Multiple uses. Perfect. All right. Such a great setup. 45 foot. You feel like you're on a 60 footer with all the room everywhere.
Yeah, it does feel like that. Yeah.
And the winches are really, really big.
Oversized winches,
Yes,
absolutely. Yeah,
yeah.
so 56 here. These 40s are good for the staysail. We also put another clutch on so we can run both head sails without
Yes.
tying up the winches.
I see. So you do everything from the cockpit.
Everything from the cockpit, and that's a power winch there. So even when we're furling the Genoa,
Yes.
we'll run the furling line round here around the power winch.
Oh, yes, okay.
So it's just really easy. It's really easy to single hand.
Yeah.
The furling main is great. We recut and restitched that this year. So all of the sails are brand new tuned.
Wow, this is so good to have all your sails furling. And this is a very good system there. It's very bulletproof.
Yeah, it is. Yep, it's really simple. There's only one real bearing, and that was replaced in 2015. Yep, we love it.
Right, so that cockpit. You can tell, I mean, the guy who had the boat before you was from Canada, right? So he
was.
sailed it around.
Yep.
So that's probably why it was also equipped this way as well, just so it can...
Yeah, I think he did the Atlantic twice and then across the Pacific. And
Yeah.
so, the boat's got some good miles and
Yeah.
some good history. Yeah.
Okay.
Cockpit here we've got wind instruments. We replaced this display, so that's a sort of second hand, but a new display really. Depth, autopilot. That one's not working, but can be easily networked. But really, I don't need any more information.
Yes.
And we've got a fish finder here,
Okay.
and that's functional. But this is great, if the boat's moving around at sea, you can hang on to here, it's all
Yes,
strong.
of course.
The Edison pedestal is it's functional. They've been around forever.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly. It's the last forever. Okay, so you've got your engine controls here. We'll have a look at the engine later on.
Cool. This is another thing that's really handy for that gin and tonic.
Yeah.
So that will fold out.
Oh, this is brilliant.
Yeah. You can play cards on this too.
Yes. And then obviously, like every modern sailor, you just do navionics and
Yes, so in terms of navigation,
run your navigation on your iPad.
yeah, we've got a Raymarine E7 system that's hardwired
Okay.
to the chart table.
Yeah.
And then that runs Wi-Fi to tablets. So we have a tablet here that runs navionics.
Yes, that's what
which
we
can
do.
also link to the E7.
Yeah.
And on here we'll put another tablet when we need it that has satellite images.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so you
great.
don't have
we
to
have
keep
all
on
of the
flicking
information,
screens.
but we've got good view around.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially in Fiji, you want to have
Yeah, you want to have that satellite.
spot-on
Sure.
navigations, yeah, and satellite.
Excellent.
Yeah. Okay. Wow, the interior is looking so different from I was there last.
Oh yeah, you haven't seen this. No.
No, let's go. Yeah, like it's complete night and day difference than from I was there last time with the previous owner. So yeah, that already what struck me was the size of the galley. It's
I love the galley.
Amazing
it's so
galley.
easy to work, and there's plenty of storage.
Yeah.
And I like having a 3 gas burner.
yes,
And
it's a very big one.
It works well. Everything works well. Yeah, and we've got an extract fan.
Oh yes, you do. Yeah, very great.
2 new refrigeration units. That was 2020.
Okay.
So 2 41 litre units.
Can we have a little look?
Sure. Yep. Camera jump in there.
So this one we can use as a fridge or a freezer. It's not on at the moment.
Okay.
So you just alter the temperature to make it either a freezer or a fridge. And we usually use just like 2 fridges. So.
And you guys have done the floor, the
Yeah, we've researched the
upholstery.
floor.
New upholstery just last month.
Yes, it's very well made.
Again, lots of handholds.
Yes.
When you're at sea.
Well, they used to build boats for the sea, and they used to make sure that these
Yeah.
features were not forgotten like they do now.
Yeah. Lots of opening hatches, so we get good airflow all the way through the boat.
Yes, I can feel it's nice and cool in here.
Yeah.
So much room.
Yeah, I love that it's roomy and light and airy.
Yes.
Yeah, that's important for me.
It's very
We have
fresh.
friends on 50-foot boats who come in and go, wow, it's bigger than our boat.
That's exactly right. Yeah. We'll have a look forward. So you've got a stateroom at the front. Yeah, so that's a great thing about American boats. They just often just build around the 2 cabins and plenty of space in the middle.
Yeah, absolutely. You're not trying to cram too many
That's right.
cabins
Yeah.
It's a full ensuite. It's got another door into the front cabin.
Yeah. That's right. So you don't have to go into the lounge room. Just... Oh, that looks so great.
And this is pretty much my reading nook. I just like lounge amongst the cushions and read my books and do my puzzles, and I love it. Yeah, it's so comfy.
It is. Just looks so fresh and nice. Okay. So the floors are looking great. They're really good.
Yeah.
So we'll have a look at the aft cabins then.
Yep.
So
Wow.
again, new upholstery, just last
Yes. Yeah.
month. And again, like lots of room, spacious, airy, light. You know, we can have the hatch open and look at the stars at
Yes.
night. And we can even, when we're in passage, we can be on the bed and looking at the screen.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So see
Wow.
where we're going over there. Well, one of us is, yeah.
Perfect liveaboard boat.
It is. It's been very comfortable.
Oh, you have a washing machine.
Yes, we have a washing machine, although it just goes on spin now, so which is really handy for, like, especially the big items. You
Yes,
know, like,
of course. Yeah.
And that was new 2019, late 2019.
So do you run it on your inverter or when you're in the harbor, or how does it run?
Inverter.
Inverter. Okay. Oh yes, I remember now. So that's actual bath.
Which of course we don't use as a bath, we use for storage.
Yeah.
It's brilliant for saving so much space and
Of
that
course.
height for storage.
Yeah.
But saying that, we have had one bubble bath. It was lovely.
We had one bath so we could see
On a
that
cold
we had a bath.
Fijian night.
Yeah, freezing. Yeah, so I had to do a bath
Freezing.
to warm up.
Oh yeah, and you also have the portable aircon.
Yeah, that's just for when we're on the dock.
Yeah. Great.
But just lots of storage. You know, it's just really comfortable and easy to use. You know.
Oh yeah, so this is, I guess it's the electrical panels and management system here. We've got 12 volt and 230 volt. So this
Yes.
boat was originally a 110 volt boat.
Yes, that's right.
And was converted in Europe in 2014, I think. So that's now a 230 volt boat.
Okay. Yeah.
And that runs either shore power or through a 1500 watt inverter. We've got Iridium Go unit that we've put in, so that's great for communication and weather.
And
It's
it's-
just a necessity now.
It's got an external antenna as well, so you don't have to run around with it on
Yeah,
there.
that's right. You can just leave it there. You don't drop it over.
Yeah. Very great.
So over there we've got 2 solar unit controllers, so they're both 40 amps. For all of the solar we've got up top. We've got a brand new AIS unit here, so that's a Vespa
Oh yeah,
Marine.
Vespa Marine, yeah.
So that's networked with the Ray Marine stuff, but it's also standalone in terms of its
Yes.
screen. And we use that for an anchor watch. It's fabulous. Just fabulous.
Oh, yes. Oh. Right, so that's the AIS turned on. Okay, so show me what else does it do.
So we've got the radar.
Okay.
And it shows the other boats in the area. Of course,
yeah.
we're at the dock at the moment. And you can obviously, you know, change the
range.
The range.
Yeah.
Anchor alarm. We always set the anchor. You know, just anchor drop and set. And it just gives you peace of mind at
Yes.
night. Yeah.
I have that on my iPad, but this
Yeah.
is very good.
And we can do that as well.
In terms of the rest of the navigation stuff, this is the Ray Marine D7, so that's the brains of the onboard.
Yes.
And that's got external GPS as well. Battery monitor just to monitor batteries, obviously. Some USB charging.
Yeah.
So in here we've got one EPIRB here is in a float-free container.
Okay.
And we do have another one that's handy to grab.
All right. Okay. Yeah, you got all your safety. Everything's set up. You have a water maker?
Yeah, so we've got a water maker. I'll show you that actually.
All right. Okay.
So this is a Rainman 12-volt system
Yes.
with the compact membranes. And those new membranes are new this year.
Okay.
So this does, they're a portable unit, but we've installed it.
Right. Yes.
the
I didn't
pump-
remember it from last time. So.
Yeah, the pump and the motor is under the bed,
Okay.
and that drives water through these taps, and that does 40 litres an hour.
Okay. And what's your capacity, your water capacity again?
750. I
That's
think.
right. So yeah.
Yeah, it's big. We've got a 550 litre tank in the bow, and then two 100s.
Yeah.
Yeah, so plenty of water.
Yes. It's really well done. So,
Into the engine.
is that what is behind here?
Oh, yep. So this is the engine room.
Okay.
And it is an engine room. You know, a lot of boats this size.
Proper engine room.
Proper
Yes.
engine room. I mean, you can't
Wow.
stand up, but you can get in there and
That's
spend
amazing.
half a day, really.
Yeah.
I'll just open that up there. So that's a Yanmar 50 horse engine.
I'm amazed how much room there is.
Oh, a massive amount of room. There's room on the other side that you could fit a generator should you wish.
Right. Ah, okay.
That was probably going to be my next project.
Okay. Yeah. Did you have to do anything to the engine since you bought the boat?
Oh, what have I done? I've put new sender units on,
Okay.
so temperature and oil, and new alarms up at the helm just to make sure that we were fully alarmed and
Yes.
safe there.
Uh-huh.
I haven't really had a lot to do with the engine. Obviously, we've done filters and changes. And all
Okay,
that,
so it was always
just,
fine.
yeah,
So it-
just the standard maintenance stuff.
Yeah.
I've had no trouble with this engine. Starts every time, and we run about 1,500 revs, and we do about 3 litres. If
Okay.
we're motor sailing,
Wow,
it'll
that's
drop to
very good.
2 litres,
yeah.
and that gets us between 6 and 7 knots.
Wow, that's very good. So your range?
Right, fuel range is, if you're motor sailing, it's about 800, but just pure motoring, it's about 600.
600. Very good. So you have access. You can walk straight in.
Yeah, and I just sit there, but you can stand up once you're on the floor. You can stand up.
Right. Yeah.
Yep, and have a look at the
Nice
electrodes.
dry bilges.
Yeah. We do have a packing gland, not a dripless seal. So
Okay.
we do get it when we're motoring. We do get a dribble in
A
there.
tiny little
Yeah,
bit.
tiny. Yeah.
Yeah, but
But you
that's-
can put a dripless seal on easy now. But I've
Yeah.
never bothered.
No. And anyway, a few drops every now and then to keep the shaft cool is not a
Yeah,
big
that's
deal.
right. We've got the water heater in here. So the water heater works on 230 volt when we're
Yeah.
plugged into the dock, or it runs off the engine,
Yes.
and the little inverter, 1500 watt.
Yeah. Oh, so you've got a redundant inverter as well.
Yep. So good tool storage up the top. I like to keep the tools in there because it keeps it warm and it keeps them dry.
Yes, true. That's a good idea.
So all of those tools would come with the boat. It's everything you need.
Is it a Raker filter over there?
So we've got double racors. We put one of
Double
second one
rakers.
on. Yeah. So
Yeah.
if there's a trouble, you can just flick a lever over, and
Yeah.
then you can change the other one at your leisure. And obviously on the engine, you've got the primary one as well.
Yes, of course.
So we run 20 micron filters in the racor, and I think that one on the engine is a 300.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Cool.
That's triple what normal people have normally.
Well, it's
As far as
important.
fuel security.
You know, if anything's going to happen, it always happens at the worst time.
All right, so that's what I was thinking. There's access 3 sides to the engine.
Yeah, so what this front of the engine there, that comes up. Side was the big doors that we went through.
Yes.
And then in the master cabin, just behind the portable air conditioner, you can get to the gearbox. Really good access. Really, really good.
What's that perspex thing there?
That is, we've got actually adapted that for the door.
I can show
Oh,
you.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you
Yeah, so
can
we've
have the
got
light
two.
without the rain.
So what we do when we lock up, so we're going to go ashore and we lock the boat up, it's easy to put this on. It's just one.
Ah, yes. Yeah.
But we do also have washboards here.
The storm boards,
So
yes.
if we were in a storm, we'd put the storm boards
Yes,
up. But
yeah.
really, this just stays down here, and that's just for convenience, really.
Yeah.
And it lets some light in. You know, if we're not comfortable where we are, we can lock ourselves in. At least we get
Yes.
some light in.
Yeah.
Full manuals for everything on the boat.
organised,
Absolutely. And service manuals and parts list.
Yeah.
This boat was built to be not in marinas, and we've set it
That's
up
right.
so we're off grid.
Yeah.
We're here to cruise, not sit in marinas.
Yeah, well, that's what we're into, huh?
That's right. So we've got spares in here. We have
Wow, it's a
a
full
lot
store.
of spares, from shackles and
Yeah.
spare blocks and through to tapes and tools and
Wow, yeah.
everything you read. This is mostly the electrical stuff, spares. Spare fans. We put extra fans on the fridges just to keep it
Oh,
more
yes.
efficient.
Yeah.
So yeah, lots of spares. Lots of spares to keep us going.
So it's totally turnkey. People can just come in,
Absolutely.
hop aboard and go sailing.
Absolutely, yeah, 100%.
So you have a wine cellar?
Of course. Why wouldn't you not have a wine cellar?
Well, I'm not sure. I mean, I didn't normally see wine cellars on boats. But that's really
We
good.
didn't realise until we bought the boat that we had one.
Check this out. Wow. Well, I hope you have enjoyed this little presentation of Aura. Thank you for watching if you've made it this far. I have actually known this boat for quite some time because I knew her previous owner, Billy, when the boat used to be called Optimist of London. You must remember it. It's still on our YouTube channel if you want to have a look for the video. You'll see that it's basically the same boat except even better. She was really amazing, but Craig and Karen really brought that boat to the next level. So they purchased the boat from me back in 2019, and they basically have done nothing except improve the boat because they plan to take the boat around the world. Although they are professional delivery skippers and they've been assisting a lot of our clients with deliveries back and forth to New Zealand. They are originally from New Zealand, so that makes it easy. They now have a change of plan. They decided they will actually sell Aura, which they renamed Aura just a few weeks ago, and then move to the US and pick up a new boat over there, just head across the Pacific. So that was a difficult decision, but now they're excited about their new project. And so she comes to you beautifully outfitted and with everything on board that you need to start your own journey. Thanks for watching.